friends, in today's video I'm going to give you 5 very quick and easy DIYs that you can do to make Christmas ornaments for your tree or for gifts for other people. And most of the items that I'm going to be using I got at the Dollar Tree. Not every single thing, but most things. So let me turn this camera around and I will show you these 5 quick and easy DIY Christmas tree ornaments. And here are some of the items that you will need to do these projects. Most of these things came from the Dollar Tree, some came from Walmart. If I didn't get it at Dollar Tree, I got it at Walmart. I am doing a voiceover for this video because I was listening to Christmas music while I was working on these projects and I did not want to get a copyright strike. So without further ado, let's begin our first ornament. So for the first ornament, you're going to need canning jar rings, and these are the regular mouth, not the wide mouth, and I'm going to show you 3 different versions. For the first version, I used this twine that I got from the Dollar Tree. It was really thin twine, and I used it to just wrap around the entire circumference of the canning jar lid. Now this is very easy, but I would not consider this one exactly quick, so I'm not going to be counting this as part of my 6, but I did want to show you this version because it is really neat and it did turn out really cute. So anyway, you just wrap your twine around, and I found it easier if you cut off long lengths of twine and then just hot glued at the beginning and at the very end, and then you just keep going all the way around, and then you just use the twine to make a hanger around the ring, and you just hot glue it on. And then you just take one of these little bird embellishments that I got at Walmart. They were ornaments that go in the small Christmas trees, and you just pull the little clip off. It's these 3 mini ornaments, and then you take the thread out, the hanger out, and I was going to pull it out with my hands, but it was easier to use this tool to just gently pull that eyelet out, and it came right out. And then I just positioned it on the ring and hot glue it in place, and I add a few more embellishments onto the top of the ornament so that it looks very festive. For ornament number 1, you're going to need a canning jar ring and 3 different kinds of ribbon. And for each type of ribbon, you're going to need to cut a 5.5-inch strip. Now you could go up to 6 inches. It might make it just a little bit easier to tie the knots, but it just depends on how nimble your fingers are. I found 5.5 inches to be just a little bit too short, so I would have went with 6. But anyway, you cut 9 5.5 to 6-inch strips from each of the 3 types of ribbon. Then you just put the piles of ribbon in 3 different stacks in however order you want to start tying them on, and then you just tie the ribbons on to the ring and you make a knot. And then you just continue tying the ribbons into knots in the same order. In my case, I have the light one, the red one, and then the striped one. And you want to make sure that the knots are at the front of the lid. So what would be the top of the ring, that's where you want the knot to be. And you just continue tying knots all the way around till all of the ribbon is gone. And don't forget that at some point you need to tie on a string for a hanger. And here is the finished ornament. It is so quick and easy, and it's so cute, and you can make it any way you want to just by changing the ribbon. For ornament number 2, you're actually going to need the ring and the lid and a piece of scrapbook paper or any kind of wrapping paper or anything that you want. And you're going to just place the lid on the back of the paper and trace a circle and then cut the circle out. And then you're just going to take your hot glue gun and glue the paper to the top of the lid. And then before you put the lid into the ring, you're going to want to put a hanger of some sort onto your ornament. And the way I did it is I just took some jute twine and I tied it around the ring, tied it in a knot, and then I hot glued it in place and then just simply inserted the lid back into the ring. And also before I put the lid back in, I ran a bead of hot glue all the way around the inside so that the lid wouldn't fall out of the ring. And I just finished this ornament up by hot gluing this little red truck to the ornament. I got this truck from Walmart. So this is what the first 2 ornaments turned out to look like, plus the bonus twine covered one. I think they were really cute, and I'm very pleased with how they turned out. Which one was your favorite? For ornament number 3, you're going to need these little round balsa wood circles. I got these at Walmart. They came in a package of 6, and my husband drilled a hole in the top of them for me so that you can put the hanger in. You're also going to need some scrapbook paper. You're going to cut out 2 circles for each ornament so that you can cover the front and the back. After you get both pieces of paper glued down to the piece of wood, you're going to just kind of want to run your scissor around the outside just to make sure everything's trimmed perfectly around there. And then you're going to take some sort of an awl or some sort of a tool and poke a hole through the paper, through the existing hole that was drilled into the wood, so that, like I said, you can put a hanger on your ornament. And then you just add whatever embellishments you want, however you want to on it. In this case, I'm going to be putting some of this jute twine around the outside just with the hot glue gun, and then we'll put embellishments on the front of it just so that it looks really cute and festive. And so here are a couple of different variations of this ornament using the balsa wood circles. Which one is your favorite? For ornament number 4, you're going to need these little tiny frames that you can get from the Dollar Tree. And in my case, I decided to leave this one black, but if you wanted to, you could spray paint the frames, which is what I did here. I spray painted this one gold, and I spray painted this one a shiny red. You're also going to need some sort of image to put inside the frame. These are tags I got from Walmart, and I'm going to use the Santa tag. And you just need to take the ribbon off of the top before you continue with the project. Then you're going to take the backing off the frame, discard the paper, but you're going to keep the little cardboard thing. And then for the back of the frame, you're going to go ahead and just take the stand off. You're going to leave the glass in the frame, and then you're going to center the image on the glass so that you can see it the way you want it through the front. And then you're just going to use some Scotch tape and tape it in place. Then you just fashion a hanger out of twine or ribbon or thread or string or whatever you want to use it for. Then you find the center of the back, and then you hot glue it in place. And then just to make it look a little bit nicer and a little more finished, I put a piece of ribbon across the back to cover up the knot. It also adds a little bit more security to the hanger to know that it's glued in more than one way on the back. And then you can embellish the front however you want with whatever supplies you have on hand. I just wanted to use a simple bow, so I made a bow out of some ribbon and then just hot glued it to the corner of the frame. So here are 3 different variations of the frame using the gold, black, and red frame. Which one is your favorite? For ornament number 5, you're going to need one of these plastic balls that you can get at the Dollar Tree. Now I made this one using jute twine, and I was going to show you how to do it, but honestly it was not quick. It wasn't hard, but it was not quick. You had to take the jute twine that you get at the Dollar Tree and then just wrap it around and around and around. And it took a good 45 minutes to do that. So that is not part of my tutorial today. Instead, for a quicker version, just take some fabric. I'm using this flannel check, and this piece is 12 inches by 11 inches. But you really just need to have it big enough that you can wrap the ball in it and have plenty of extra at the top. And it's very simple. You just gather it up, the 4 corners around the ball, making sure that the top of the ball is at the top. And then you just take and make neat little pleats all the way around, just so that it lays flat and smooth. And I just, for good measure, added just a little tiny dab of hot glue as I went around. And there's no special trick to it. You just keep folding the pleats and smoothing the fabric as you go around. You just don't want it to look messy and bulky. You want it to be nice and smooth and neat looking, and nice little pleats as you go around. And then when you have it smooth and flattened around like you want it, then you just take some jute twine or ribbon or whatever you want to use, and you secure it by tying it into a very tight knot across the top. And don't forget to add some sort of a hanger. I just used some more of this jute twine and threaded it through the little loop at the top of the ball and tied it in a knot. And then all you're going to do for the rest of this ornament is just embellish it how you want, using whatever decorative things you have available in your home. So here are the two variations of the ball. This is with the flannel check, which was super easy. And then the twine one, which was cute, but not so quick. I mean, it wasn't hard, but it just took a lot of time. Which one is your favorite? So here they are, all of the ornaments that we made today. These were so easy and inexpensive and fun to make. Which one is your favorite? I have a really hard time deciding which is my favorite. So there you have it. Those are my 5 quick and easy ornaments that you can make very easily and inexpensively from items that you get at the Dollar Tree. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you try some of these ideas, and if you do, let me know. I'd love to see what you come up with. We'll talk to you later, friends. Bye-bye.